My name is Hunter McCray, and I'm a chemical engineering PhD student at the University of South Carolina. Project was researching a battery material for inside the battery that could help us increase the stability of the battery thermally, specifically in a thermal way that will allow us to increase battery safety by not allowing battery explosions and shorts to occur. And that will be extremely important for future markets with battery technology becoming more integrated into our lives. As an undergraduate researcher at the University of South Carolina, and I immediately got on this project with the SC USA Fraunhofer Alliance on this project. I basically just started as an undergraduate researcher doing some of the smaller, more tedious work, but I've slowly built up my involvement with the project and late into my undergraduate. And now that I followed it through into PhD years, I became the lead researcher on the project. Project has really shown me that it's extremely important to have collaborative projects because we have needed the expertise of everyone involved to make this project applicable to the real world. We needed all of the different materials and methods of production in order to get this project rolling so we could really research the topic and make it a viable market piece in the field. Being on the business side of a project, it makes it a lot more uh straight arrowed in terms of what direction you want to go in. There's not as much leeway with going different directions, but at the same time, because we're just moving so quickly in one direction, we're always coming up with new questions that we can branch off of in the future. So my experience has not actually been that bad in terms of oh, it's so much different than doing normal research just funded by your professor at the university. I've really just I've been able to keep one goal in mind and drive for it to make sure that we can make something applicable to the real world. So my upcoming plans are going to be to continue doing my PhD work. I am actually going to be focusing my dissertation and all of my research mostly into the type of materials and applications I was doing in this USA Fraunhofer Alliance project. It's mostly going to be focused on that type of research, and I'm just going to continue rolling with it. I'm going to do a little bit more with the technology that I was working with on this project. And then I'm going to graduate with my PhD, and I hope to move to industry and start doing research in industry. The industrial area that I'm most interested in is batteries. So more of an electrochemical battery side. And this can be in the automotive sector, or it can be in a cell phone sector, something like that. It's not really tightly bound to one specific big industry, but mostly just batteries in general. I absolutely see batteries staying in South Carolina and being a big part of the future economy of South Carolina. So I do actually plan on staying in the state of South Carolina in the future.